Oh my god. Hey guys, look at what BenQ sent me. This bad boy, this big bad boy, the X3000i 4K projector. Let's check it out. I would like to share a short disclaimer. I've reviewed and recorded this projector using my S20 FE 5G and my Sony Action Cam for this in-depth look. You will notice that some parts of this video you will notice green banding that will scroll through the projector playback because of how the phone records, and also you will notice grainy parts due to the Action Cam having a hard time due to low light conditions and no light conditions because of how the projector works, and I have to turn off the lights to actually show you what it really looks like. Not to worry though, it's only part of the recording process. I wish I had a DSLR, but you know, you live with what you work with. In reality, the real life conditions you will see here just blows my mind away. It's absolutely amazing. Let's take a look. The accessories pack that come together with the X3000i include this QSO1 media streaming kit that allows you to connect to your network with Wi-Fi, and it's part of the Android TV 10 with 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, and it works really quickly. There was no latency, no delay. The performance was really good. And using the streaming kit, you can connect to YouTube, Prime Video, Google Play, and you can just play movies through it too. And if you have a Bluetooth enabled controller, you can actually just start playing games through the Google Play Store. Not every game, obviously, but you can play a few of them. And you can also, the other issue is that there's no Netflix. There is just no Netflix, however. But you can get around it by using an Amazon Fire Stick or plugging it through a console. The quick start guide. Now, most people just never read this thing, okay? But I found something really freaking amazing about it. And that is, hold up, right here. They supplied you with math on how far to set up the freaking projector really quickly. They've already given you the distances. So if you have a really small room or a big room, you can easily set it up and just go immediately. It is so well made. Props to BenQ. You guys made a really good quick start guide. Much better than most others that I've seen. And if you guys want to see, the rest of the links will be all down below. Now to the projector itself. On the front, there's a nice orange trim with a corner mounted lens, with a side panel, with zoom and focus dials, and a control panel as well for you to make quick adjustments. On the back, there is 2 HDMI 2.1 ports and a 12-volt trigger for motorized screens, a USB slot, SPDIF, RS-232 for custom solutions, and an audio out for a bigger sound setup of your own if you're using one. I tested the X3000i in both lit conditions with just a ceiling fan light about 3 meters away with a 100-inch screen, and in absolute darkness. I never lost any details in the picture quality at 4K except the obvious, and it's exceptional in full darkness, like a full theater experience. Specifications taken from BenQ's website, which I will link in the description below, also include 100% DCI P3 cinematic color. We'll get to that in a minute. With 3000 lumen brightness, that's 3000 candles for all of you, and HDR10 capability. 16 milliseconds of latency in 4K mode at 60 Hz, and fast mode to 4ms at 1080p for 240 Hz. And 8.3 millisecond latency for 1080p at 120 Hz. For DCI P3, is a standard actually came up down here that I found in the Wikipedia article, is an RGB color space designed for digital cinema initiative. And with the picture here, you will see it in green. This is the standard that they came up with, and this is what it can accurately capture. Designed specifically for filmmakers working with digital media on desktop workstations on how to accurately view the color space of the theatrical viewing environment during the production and post-production processes so that we can enjoy it together. The projector also has a 2D Keystone capability to align the picture as close to perfect as possible in case your screen can't sit fully straight or you do not have a flat white surface to point the projector to. BenQ loaned me a floor projector that was 100 solid inches and it leaned forward a little bit due to its size. The adjustments I needed to do were pretty small, and I would recommend to try to keep it to as close as 0 as possible on the digital processing side for the Keystone, because it actually affects latency. So you want to try and keep that as low as possible. I wanted to find out if there was any distortion, so I used the darkest game I could find, and lo and behold, Batman is the only one. Needless to say, I couldn't find any. And what I did find, however, was the display was extremely accurate with no artifacting on the rain in the game, and the font itself was extremely clear and impeccable with no pixels out of place. In short, this projector is amazing. From trashing away at high speeds and Hot Wheels with near perfect cornering and racing against the clock with incredible colors all around me, to hunting down baddies running all over Gotham City and gliding in the darkness with HDR enabled. I was blown away at the experience. With 3000 lumens, it is extremely bright and extremely dark, and it captured the whole experience. This was my first time ever trying out outside of a cinema, and I'm completely sold on gaming with the X3000i projector. And I'm used to using a 27-inch 1440p monitor like for a solid 5 years now. This is an incredible experience, and I urge you to go and give it a go and try it out. Watching the cinematics in Spider-Man itself made me feel like I was inside the adventure. Sweeping around New York City and taking on the first boss took a while to learn, but I had fun all the way through. Did you notice how it turned from night to sunrise? I didn't until I completed the level. If you stayed with me this long in the video, you know you like the video, so don't forget to subscribe as well. And you can find me on twitch.tv/Goofguy right here, where I stream 3 to 4 days a week with gaming and outdoors all over Singapore and hopefully the rest of the world soon. Thank you, BenQ, for this incredible sponsorship and being very, very patient with me. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is this the future of high-end gaming, or are monitors and TVs still going to be competitive? Catch you soon.